Good morning students. This is 12th standard botany video class, video 8. In this video, we are going to continue the same lesson, that is asexual and sexual reproduction in plants. Dear students, this is unit 6, reproduction in plants, chapter 1, asexual and sexual reproduction in plants. In this lesson, we have already studied different topics in various videos. That is, we have completed asexual reproduction, vegetative reproduction, sexual reproduction, and pre-fertilization structure and events. So under this pre-fertilization structure and events, we are having the next important topic. It's said to be the pollination. Dear students, what is pollination? You already studied in the lower classes. Pollination is nothing but transfer of pollen grains from the anther to the stigma of a same flower or a different flower of the same plant. That is said to be pollination. Today, in this video, how pollination occur in different plants and what are all the agents they are required to transport the pollen grains from the anther to the stigma of a flower. That is said to be pollination. Dear students, what is pollination? Pollination is a process which is taken place in the plant pods, that is, transfer of pollen grains, that is the male gamete, to the stigma of the same flower. Stigma is the part of a gynoecium. The transfer of pollen grains from anther to the stigma, it's said to be pollination. So the pollination is the wonderful mechanism which gives food material, shelter for the pollinating animals. Who are all the pollinating animals? Some kinds of insects such as butterfly, moth, beetle, like that different insects which are transporting the pollen grains from the anther to the stigma. So for that insects, this pollination process giving the food material, and also it gives shelter to the pollinating animals. So many plants are pollinated by particular animal. According to the pollination process, flowers is also modified and they are also showing certain coordination or co-evolution between the plants and the animals. So each and every plant pollinated by particular kind of insects or an animals, so that there is the co-evolution is taken place between plants and the animals. Dear students, let us imagine if there is no pollination process in the nature, means what will happen? There is no food material for the certain kinds of animals, and also there is no newly formed plants are produced on earth. If there is no plant life, means there is no life for other living things. So pollination is the very much important process that is taken place in the nature. So if there is no pollination process in the plants, means there is no formation of fruit and also no seed. No fruit, no seed means there is no new organism which is produced on the earth. Not only that, some kinds of animals and human beings depend upon the plants either directly or indirectly, so that those living organisms is also affected. So if there is no plant life on the earth means there is no life for other living things. So pollination is very much important for all the living things. Dear students, the pollen grains which are produced in the anther will germinate. Germinate means molecule. Only it reaches into the stigma of the gynoecium or pistil. So the growth development of the pollen grains or microspore is taken place only it reaches to the stigma of a gynoecium. The reproductive organs such as stamens and pistil of the flower, that is male reproductive organ, stamen, female reproductive organ, pistil of the flowers are spatially, that is there is a space between stigma and the anther is separately located in the flower to do the mechanism, that is pollination process, to transfer the pollen grains from anther to the stigma of a flower. They are produced spatially in the same flower. So this process, what is the process? Transfer of pollen grains from the anther to the stigma of a flower is called pollination. Is the important 2-mark question. What is pollination? You are also already studied in the lower section, that is 10th standard. Transfer of pollen grains from the anther to the stigma of a flower is called pollination. So that the pollination is the important process in angiospermic plant. What is the angiospermic plant? That is seeded plant. The seeded plant, gymnosperm and angiosperm, are totally named as spermatophyta. That means seed bearing organ. It's named as spermatophyta, which includes 2 broad divisions. One is gymnosperm and angiosperm. In both gymnosperm and angiosperm, pollination is the essential process. The pollination of the gymnosperm and angiosperm is different. In gymnosperm plant, the transfer of pollen is deposited directly on the exposed ovules, because gymno, which means naked, sperm means seed or ovule. So naked seeds are naked ovules. The seeds are not located inside the ovary in gymnosperm. So the pollen grains are directly deposited on the exposed ovules. But in angiosperm, the seeds are located inside the ovary. So it is not possible to directly deposit it to the stigma. That means ovules. So in angiosperm, the pollination process is indirect. Indirectly, the pollens are deposited on the stigma of a pistil or gynoecium. So this is the difference between gymnosperm and angiosperm pollination. Pollination in gymnosperm is direct process. Pollination in gymnosperm is indirect process. The pollen grains are directly deposited on the exposed ovules, whereas in angiosperm, the pollen grains are deposited on the stigma of a pistil. Kindly, dear students, kindly mark it down. It is important differentiate between pollination in gymnosperm and pollination in angiosperm. In majority of the angiosperm, the flower is opening and exposes the sex organs such as anther and that is androecium and gynoecium. for pollination, that is anther and stigma for pollination. But some plants, the flower is not opening and also not exposing the sex organs. In those plant also, the pollination is taken place. That phenomenon, that process is called cleistogamy. What is that word? Cleistogamy. In some plants, the flowers which are open and exposes the sex organs, anthers and stigma for pollination. Those process is named as chasmogamous flowers and the phenomenon is called chasmogamy. So, two type of flowering arrangement is there. One is the chasmogamy, another one is the cleistogamy. Dear students, kindly watch the words given here. That is, in some plants, the flowers are opening and expose the sex organs, that is stigma and anther for pollination. That phenomenon, that means that kind of flowers is called a chasmogamous flower. Chasmogamous flower. That process is called a chasmogamy. In some other plants, the flowers do not open and are not exposed the sex organs such as anther and stigma. In those plants also pollination is taken place. Those flowers are named as cleistogamous flowers and the phenomenon is called cleistogamy. This is the important 2-mark question. Kindly note it down in your classwork note or textbook if you are having. So this is the two type of phenomenon of pollination taken place in plants. Dear students, next type of pollination is also there. That one you already studied in 10th standard. That is self-pollination, autogamy, cross-pollination and allogamy. So what is self-pollination? That is transfer of pollen grains from the anther to the stigma of a same flower. That pollination is called self-pollination. Self-pollination is otherwise named as autogamy. The self-pollination which is taken place in the bisexual flower. See the definition for self-pollination or autogamy. Autogamy is a Greek word which contains two separate words. Auto, self, gamous, marriage. That is transfer of pollen grains from the anther to the stigma of a same flower for fertilization process. That type of pollination is called self-pollination or autogamy. Dear students, majority of the botanists told that transfer of pollen grains from the anther to the stigma of a same flower is called self-pollination or autogamy. So self-pollination is possible only in the bisexual flowers. Underline the word. It's an important 1-mark question. So in order to promote the self-pollination, the flowers of the different plant is also having different mode of adaptation to transfer the pollen grains from anther to the stigma. So that is said to be self-pollination. Next, we are going to see different mode of self-pollination which is taken place in various plants. Dear students, first one, cleistogamy. So now only I told you what is cleistogamy. Some kinds of flower, some kinds of plants, the flower is not opening and also not exposing the sex organs such as stigma and anther, but pollination is taken place. So that type of phenomenon is known as cleistogamy. The flowers which are doing cleistogamy phenomenon is known as cleistogamous flower. Dear students, cleistogamy is a Greek word. Cleisto, which means closed. Closed means what is that one? The flowers not opening. Gamos, which means marriage. Okay. So for example, Camelina, Viola and Oxalis are some example of cleistogamous flowers. In Camelina bengalensis, they are produced two types of flowers. So due to the presentation of two type of flowers, the Camelina bengalensis which are showing two mode of self-pollination. That is, one is cleistogamous method, another one is the chasmogamous flowers. Chasmogamous method. See, in Camelina bengalensis, two type of flower. One is produced above the ground level, that is aerial. Another one which is produced below the ground level, that is underground flowers. First one, the aerial flowers, that means flowers which are produced above the ground level are brightly colored, dark color. Okay. So that these flowers are opening and expose the sex organs such as anther and stigma. So here in this flowers, chasmogamous phenomenon is taken place. Next one, the underground flower which are born on the subterranean branches of the rhizome. Rhizome means underground stem portion which are producing flower below the ground level. The color of the flower is very dull. So, and also the flowers are not opening and not expose the sex organs such as anther and stigma. So that type of pollination phenomenon is called cleistogamous. And also these plants are self-pollinated plants. That is bisexual flower. They are not depending upon the external agent, that is pollinating agent. Here in these plants, self-pollination only possible. So, this Camelina bengalensis showing the two mode of pollination. Aerial flowers showing chasmogamous phenomenon. Underground dull flowers showing the cleistogamous phenomenon of pollination. Dear students, this is the Camelina bengalensis. This is the above the ground level plant parts which are produced dark violet color flowers which are opening and exposes the sex organs. So they are showing the chasmogamous mode of pollination. So that flower is named as chasmogamous flower. That phenomenon is called chasmogamy. Another one, some stem portion which grow towards the soil and produce number of branches. These branches which are produced dull colored flowers under the soil. They are not opening. Closed away. It is closed. So they do not expose the sex organs such as anther and stigma. This type of flower is called cleistogamous flower. This phenomenon is called cleistogamous flower and cleistogamy pollination. So this is the best example for two mode of self-pollinating plants. So another type of self-pollination process is also there. First one we have seen clistogamy and chasmogamy. Next one, homogamy. So what is homogamy? Homo, which means same. Gamy means gametes. So what they will do, the development of both the sex organs are taken place at the same time. ஒரே நேரத்தில் ரெண்டு செக்ஸ் ஆர்கனும் டெவலப் ஆகும். That time of cell pollination process is called homogamy. See the paragraph. The sex organs such as stamen and the stigma of a flower mature at the same time. That is called homogamy. Whatever may be, the word homo, which means same, gamy means gamete. So the development of both the sex organs such as anther and the stigma at the same time is called homogamy. This one is also possible in self-pollinating plants. Example, Mirabilis jalapa. In Tamil, in English, 4 o'clock plant அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. தமிழில் அந்தி மந்தாரை செடி அப்படின்வாங்க. நெக்ஸ்ட் ஒன் கத்தராந்தஸ் ரோசியஸ் ஆர் வின்கா ரோசியா அப்படின்னு பேர். தமிழில் நித்திய கல்யாணி. கொலோக்கியல் நேம் என்னன்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா சாவுப்பூ அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. ஸோ தட் இஸ் த homogamy type of cell pollination. Next one, incomplete dichogamy. Next one, incomplete dichogamy. So dichogamous, dicho, that means di, two, gamy, gametes. That means the maturation of the both the sex organs such as anther and stigma in different time. That is said to be dichogamous flower. Sometimes the development of the stamen and stigma may overlap each other, so that this method is also most probably favorable for self-pollinating plants. That is the incomplete dichogamy. Why it's said to be incomplete? That means sometimes both the growth organs, growth development is overlapping each other. That is said to be incomplete dichogamy, or the maturation of the sex organ is at different level or different time. So that this incomplete dichogamy is also possible for only in self-pollinating plants. So that is the different types of self-pollination or autogamy. That is, first one is the clistogamy, and chasmogamy is also included in that method. Next one, homogamy. Then third one is the incomplete dichogamy. Dear students, I hope what is pollination, what are the two types of pollination, self-pollination and cross-pollination, and what are all the method which is taken place under self-pollination, that also you have understood. Now, you have move on to the next type of pollination, that is cross-pollination. Dear students, what is cross-pollination? Cross-pollination means transfer of pollen grains from the stigma of a one flower to the transfer of pollen grains from the anther of a one flower to the another flower of a stigma. ஒரு பூவில் இருந்து pollen grains-உம் அந்த pollens எந்த பூக்கு போகுது, அடுத்த பூவில் இருக்கக்கூடிய ஸ்டிக்மாவுக்கு போகுது. ஸோ this cross pollination is possibly in unisexual flowers. First one, self pollination means bisexual. What is bisexual? Both the sex organs are present in the same flower. ஒரே பூவிலே இருக்கும் ரெண்டுமே. that is said to be bisexual. Unisexual means ஒரே plant but male flower and the female flowers are separately located. அப்படி இருக்கலாம். Or it may be ஒரு பூவில் இருக்கக்கூடிய pollen grains which is transferred to the stigma of another flower of the same plant. That is said to be cross-pollination. So this cross-pollination is also showing different types of pollinating method. Here in your book it's given two types. One is geitonogamy, another one is the xenogamy. Geitonogamy, xenogamy. First one, geitonogamy. What is geitonogamy? The pollen deposit on the another flower of the same individual plant. அதான் சொன்னேன், ஒரே பிளான்ட்டில் இருக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு பூவில் இருந்து இன்னொரு பூவுக்கு என்ன ட்ரான்ஸ்ஃபர் ஆகுது? pollen grains are transferred to the stigma of another flower. But என்ன பிளான்ட்ஸு? ஒரே plant, same individual plant. That is called geitonogamy. This type of pollination occur in monoecious condition. What is monoecious condition? So monoecious, dioecious. What is that one? Dioecious and monoecious. You already studied in 11th standard. Dear students, in monoecious condition, the geitonogamy type of cross-pollination is taken place in plants. What is monoecious condition? Nothing but both the sex organs are which is present in the same plant. Male sex organ and female sex organ, that is male flower and the female flower, which is present in the same plant or same individual plant. That condition is called monoecious condition. So in this monoecious condition, unisexual flowers the geitonogamy type of cross-pollination is possible. But this geitonogamy is generally similar to the autogamy or self-pollination because pollen comes from the same plant, isn't it? ஒரு பிளான்ட்டில் இருக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு பூவில் இருந்து இன்னொரு பூக்கு வருது. So there is no cross-pollination is taken place here. But even though it is a type of cross-pollination which is similar to the self-pollination or autogamy. Another one, xenogamy. Here it is different. What is that one? The pollen of the one flower which is deposited to the stigma of the another flower. Another flower means different plant of the flower but same species. Kindly noted that. That is said to be xenogamy. For example, shoe flower is there. One shoe flower is there in one potted plant. Another shoe plant is there in another potted plant. There is hibiscus plant. First plant A, second plant B. Both of them same species. So in the first part A, flower of the anther is transferred to the second part B of the stigma of the flower. But both of them, what is that one? Same species. That is called xenogamy, which is important. 2 mark question. So dear students, these two are the two methods of cross-pollination. Geitonogamy and xenogamy. Geitonogamy pollination is occur in the monoecious condition of plants, that is both the sex organs are present in the same individual plant. So that type of pollination is similar to the self-pollination or autogamy. Second one, xenogamy. The flower of one plant, that is anther, transferred to the flower of the another plant of stigma, but same species, that is called xenogamy. Dear students, I hope have you all understood what is cross-pollination and two methods of cross-pollination, that is geitonogamy and xenogamy. Dear students, I hope have you all understood what is pollination, what are the advantages of pollination, what are the two types of pollination, that is self-pollination and cross-pollination. What is self-pollination or autogamy? What are all the method is taken place under self-pollination, that is cleistogamy, homogamy and incomplete dichogamy. Next one, cross-pollination. The two type of cross-pollinations are geitonogamy and xenogamy. Dear students, if you are having any doubt, please ask me over phone. Remaining, we will see in the next video class. God bless you. All the best, children.